Everybody's talking about predictive markets, but one of the biggest problems is there is not enough information on how to trade, how to make money, what platform to use, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and today we're going to break down everything you need to know about each and every one of the platforms that will allow you to trade in predictive marketing. So if you like how that sounds, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you want to learn more about predictive marketing, we have a Discord server just dedicated for that. Link is down below. Come by and join us. All right, so what do we have, guys? As you guys may know, the biggest and the greatest and the number one that almost everybody knows is called Polymarket. And for those of you who don't know what Polymarket is, how they got famous, and what you do in it, we made a separate video for that, so you're more than welcome to check this out. But today I want to show you guys the different types of platforms we have. So we have Polymarket, which is the number one here. We have Kalshi, which is the number two. This is usually, theoretically, this gets a little bit more volume on some features than Polymarket, and I'm going to explain why. But this is another one that's really used. And a brand new one that we have in the mix is called PMX. And we're going to talk about what the difference between these three platforms is and why I consider this to be the top three platforms. Eventually, one of these platforms is going to become like the number one top dog, and that's the one mostly everybody's going to be training in. But I have a few tips I want to show you guys where you could kind of theoretically use all three platforms in a very crazy way that will give you a really good return. But that's going to be for another video. So what exactly is the difference between the three of them? So the first main difference, guys, of course, is the UI. And not only that, but majority is the amount of different things you could actually interact with. For example, on the top here, guys, we have, if you notice right real quick here, let me go ahead and move this over down here. See if I can scoot this down here. If you notice right here, this is going to be kind of like your main trade platform. So on this platform up here, you're going to notice that you have different criteria. You have politics, sports, finance, crypto, geopolitics, earning, tech, culture, world economic, electric, and elections, and mentions. That's kind of like your overall consensus. And on top of that, you can filter it differently. Sometimes on this trending tab or on this tab, there's going to be a little bit difference of the ones you could kind of bid on as opposed to the ones you could bid on this one. So sometimes they vary, sometimes they're different, or sometimes they're the same. On this one right here, it's just a little bit less. If you notice, there's not that many. There's just not that many there. But this one has just a little bit less than all the first two that I mentioned. Now, the main difference, guys, the ones that I think a lot of people are really interested is in a thing called KYC. And KYC stands for Know Your Customer. Basically, in layman terms, what that means is one of these websites is going to require for you to register to the website, but you're going to have to either input a information to identify yourself, like, for example, driver's license, social security, any your debit card. Pretty much just you're gonna have to input your information, and a lot of people don't really like that. If you're a crypto native, a lot of people are like, no, that's not me. I like to do decentralized stuff. I don't like to do centralized stuff. So Polymarket has been widely known to be the number one when it comes to trading in decentralized aspect. The only downside is that it's currently not available in the United States. So you can't trade Polymarket in the United States unless you use a VPN, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, which is what a lot of people that are in the US are actually doing. They're running it through a VPN and they're trading through that with a crypto wallet. And that is how they're able to kind of wrap themselves around the restrictions that we have on the US. If you're a US native and you don't use a VPN, you will be able to register the site, but you won't be able to add money into your wallet or trade within Polymarket. So that's going to kind of be the biggest difference. Now, there is information that before this year is over, we're going to be able to trade in Polymarket because they are going to add a centralized option for you to be trading Polymarket in the United States. The next one is Kalshi. Now, this one in particular is the one that actually requires you to enter your information like your social security number, your driver's license, your bank account. It doesn't require to collect it all, connect all those, but you could theoretically, you're going to have to KYC yourself and kind of just show information that that's you and it represents you. And this is, of course, as you guys know, for tax purposes. So that is Kalshi. And in particular, that is the main difference between these particular two. Now, we have another one called PMX. Now, PMX is a new one. And just on the side note, I actually bought this particular coin, because this was a crypto coin called a PQ. Bought this so super early, but it turned into this big, huge, gigantic, new trading platform that's pretty different than the majority of the other two that I mentioned, but it still kind of works the same. So what this does, it allows you to kind of like, if you trade meme coins or you trade coins at all, it would allow you to launch a coin. So you could launch a particular betting option, and you launch it here, and you theoretically are able to kind of collect funds for this particular one and kind of transition to the near funding. So you pretty much fund the question, and then once the question gets funded, the question will appear in active. Okay, so pretty much this will allow you to kind of like, if you want to, have your own question that you want to put in here, you're able to do it. Now, the difference is that on this one, if I want to buy this coin, I can literally buy this coin by either connecting my wallet to buy, by trading with Jupiter, by trading with Axiom, by trading with Soul Cipher, or by buying it through Mobi Screener. You're going to be able to buy this without having to KYC yourself. So this is going to allow you to trade within different bots. For example, the majority of you guys know Axiom. The majority of you guys know Mobi Screener. Some of you guys trade through Jupiter, um, or you could just literally connect your wallet and trade here, which is going to be really, really cool, because on these right here, currently right now, you're not able to do that. I know Kalshi was saying that they were going to introduce MetaMask, so you're going to be able to connect to that. And then at Polymarket, they're going to be introducing the same thing, but at the current moment, that option is not available. So that's kind of like the biggest difference when it comes to the three major platforms. The other biggest difference, of course, is the UI. If I click on this one, you're going to notice that the UI is a little bit different, and it has like a nice little comment section, which I really, really like. And on this one, you're going to notice the same thing. Same thing with the comment section, is just that the UI is just a little bit different than you would if you look at it on this side of things. And if you look at this one, as you see here, guys, the UI is different here, because this one doesn't even allow you to have a comment section. This is just pretty much allowing you to trade the coin. So there's a little bit more of discrepancy. Now, the cool thing is the majority of the questions that are asked on Polymarket, that are asked on Kalshi, are almost identical. Sometimes that they're a little bit different, but with the same context. Now on PMX, this one you just pretty much have to wait till some actually migrate into the market for them to be able to be tradable. For example, this one, NFL October 16th Steelers versus Bengals, and then you can literally go here which one, Bengals I should say, and you can put here which one you want, and then trade it that way. So if you go to any of these platforms, you will be able to see what the actual trade looks like. So if I go to Mobi Screener right here, you'll be able to see what the trade actually looks like within Mobi Screener. Of course, the screen's going to look a little bit different than it would on any other trading platform, but that's how it works. And mostly on this one, you're kind of just trading with USDC. On this one, you're trading with USDC as well. So that's pretty much the gist of all the three major platforms that allow you to trade. So that's kind of like an overview. You could decide which one you want to trade with, but eventually all three of them will allow you to collect your crypto, allow you to connect your crypto wallet very, very soon. As of right now, this is the only one, and this one these two are the only ones that allow you to do that. But on this one, you have to KYC yourself. On this one, you don't have to KYC yourself, but which is pretty much input your information. But this one's not available in the U.S. These two are available, worldwide. So you guys should be good at trade. Let me know, which platform do you prefer? Which one are you trading with? And also the biggest question: are you interested in more information about predictive marketing? What do you want to know? Because we want to make sure we answer every single question. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video. And don't forget to check out the Discord channel, where we're going to be talking about a lot about predictive marketing. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.